What is up, guys? Beside me, I have the 2024 Kia EV9, and in this video, I'm gonna give you a full exterior and interior walk around of this fully electric 7-seater from Kia. So what do you guys think? First off, exterior. I think Kia's done a lot of great things with their design recently, and this is the first introduction of a fully electric 7-seater. This is the only option. If you're looking, you got a lot of kids, family, a lot of things to carry around. This is the Kia EV9. It's the option for you. Take a look. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good, very aggressive, especially the front end, very stout nose, obviously no sharp lines, just a big block. I wouldn't want to be hit by this EV. I don't think it would end really well. You have some LED lights in the front. Again, if you have to like this design detail, it's personal preference. To be honest with you, I wasn't the biggest fan of it at first, but it started to grow on me. I have it in this beautiful green color as well. It is quite a big vehicle. If you go right to the side, this is the full GT line. So with this package, you get the bigger wheels, the tires, all of the aero bits. So you have those pieces as well throughout the vehicle. In Canada, let's talk about the price. Packaged as it is, all-wheel drive, GT line, top of the line package, 82,000 Canadian dollars plus tax. So you're gonna be looking at around $90,000 out the door. It is pretty hefty of a price, but actually competitively, it is not so bad. It's actually in line with other competitors. So let's get to the actual stats. With range, you guys know I always struggle with this with EV vehicles. We gotta talk about the range. So it does almost get to that point where you have 500 kilometers of range. This is clocking in with the dual motor variant, all-wheel drive, 489 kilometers. So almost at that 500 kilometer mark. It does have a heat pump as well. That's gonna help reduce any of that degradation that's happening in the winter, cold climates. So you do have that, you're almost there. Honestly, I was pretty impressive. Coming out of a 99.8 kilowatt hour battery. So almost at 100 kilowatt hour battery. A pretty good sized battery, but again, what's impressive here, again, as I've been driving it, and you're gonna see in a future video, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Also follow me on TikTok, Instagram to see behind the scenes looks of this, but it is fast. It is fast. 379 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque. And let me tell you, it's got a sport mode. It always shocks me with any electric vehicle. Once you put it down to the floor, the pedal, it just blows up. And you think for a vehicle that is this heavy, that can still tow 5,000 pounds, by the way, that it would be slow, but no, this thing is scary fast. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. That's crazy for an EV that can hold you and 6 other people. So it's got the range, it's got the power, it's got the torque. Does it have the actual longevity? We're gonna find out. Obviously, Kia's got a leading class warranty as well. And I think, honestly, after my first impressions of this vehicle, you're gonna see this is actually a contender and something that I look at and compared to my Lexus NX350H, a lot of the things in this vehicle, especially on the interior, make me wanna upgrade. So let's go ahead, take a look at the back so you can see that. So here's the rear. Again, pretty big, massive looking rear. LED taillights. This is all personal preference. It's got a lower valence, again with this green, EV9, Kia, KN, whatever you think about this logo. I started to actually realize it looks like Kia, so that's fine. Swooping rear line here. You do have the roof racks that you can go ahead and apply. And again, the side profile of this vehicle as well, I think looks pretty aggressive. I've been getting used to the looks of this vehicle. It was a weird thing for me. At first, I wasn't fully in love with it, but now as I'm starting to look at it more, I'm like, I'm starting to feel this. I'm starting to feel this. So why don't we go ahead, take a look at the inside now, and then I'll show you obviously the rear compartment and how much you can actually bring in this vehicle. But what's cool about this EV9, it's got all of the tech look on the outside and it actually pulls through on the inside with tons of tech and luxury. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we're inside the Kia EV9, and this is a place of luxury, surprisingly. I'm 5'9", 170-ish pounds. Look how much headroom I have. So if you're a bigger guy, girl, you're gonna have a lot of that room in here. And it is spacious in this cabin, which I really like. So the first thing, these seats. I love these seats. They're synthetic leather, that's okay. Heated, cooled, and massaging seats. So you can press this button. It's gonna adjust different massage modes. I can get my full whole body massage. This is truly what luxury is all about. And this is a relaxation mode seat. What does that mean? I press this button. Fully adjustable seats, by the way, but I can press this button over here, and what it's gonna do, it's gonna go ahead and recline me into a comfortable seating position. Look, steering wheel goes up, and I'm gonna sleep. Good night. Look at this. Also, calf support here. So that comes up nice and comfy. I want to adjust it. I want to go back. Long day at the office. Wife's been bugging you. Kids are driving you insane. You need to get away. Come inside of your Kia EV9 and just melt away while she massages your back and butt. This is a nice place to be. But seriously, I love the seating here. And honestly, for $82,000, I would expect that this is in your vehicle. And for my Lexus NX, it's not. It wasn't $82,000, but even the RX, they don't have massaging seats. So you press the button, you're back in regular driving mode. So you have that there. So again, fully heated, cooled seats, the massage capabilities all here, memory seats. This steering wheel, I like this. Lots of buttons in this steering wheel, I noticed, but that's fine. So you're gonna notice on this dash, two 12.3-inch displays here. So this is beautiful with a specific 5-inch display for the HVAC. So you have all those controls and you still have some tactile. I like this. Tactile temperature, fan controls, mode, temperature for the passenger, all that here. This volume rocker, to be honest with you, I don't like this. Look, even if I'm pushing it up, it's not really gripping my finger. That's a little bit weird. I'm not the biggest fan of this. And then to press this button, sometimes it's just a little weird. I also don't like that the haptic buttons here, you have to press them, but sometimes I find myself touching them while I'm pressing up here. Gets a little annoying. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but this is a extremely responsive display. Honestly, I really love this. Bright, beautiful, clear, all of that's in there. Wireless, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, thank you. We're in 2024, I would expect nothing less, so wireless there. And because this is an EV, you don't have that drive shaft coming through, so you have a lot of space down here, a lot of storage space. You can see here I have cup holders, my keys. What's cool about these cup holders, by the way, they can be cup holders, or you can retract them for even more storage. That's pretty cool. Press these buttons, they're back to cup holders, put your drinks in there, whatever. You can also cover this up, by the way. So turn that, cover it, put my keys back in here, my storage, all that jazz, perfect. A fingerprint scanner for your user profiles. You get in here, your wife, whatever, press your finger on here, load up your profile. I like that. I do wish they would use this to connect the security system. This should authenticate the vehicle so it can't go anywhere. Come on, you got to do that. That is the biggest missed opportunity. You should connect that to authenticating the vehicle so you can't actually drive around. Full 360 camera system, of course. So you have that in the vehicle with multiple different display modes. That's expected. All the parking sensors in the world. It's got sensors everywhere across this vehicle. Now, in terms of the other tech, this has the highway driving assistant 2. It is so good. Again, check me out on social media, on TikTok, Instagram. This thing does really, really well. And what I like about it, comparable to the Tesla, comparable to, let's say, the Lexus, but the big important thing is I don't have to constantly touch the steering wheel, or I don't have to be looking at a sensor. Obviously, you're paying attention while you're out on the road, but I don't have to constantly give my steering wheel a massage to let it know that I'm there. I can put it on, like right now, and it's gonna go ahead and drive away. 2.5 minutes I'm gonna have before it actually warns me. That's a lot. My Lexus is 30 seconds. So this honestly makes a difference. So if you're a highway commuter, highway driver, you're stuck in traffic, I'm telling you, that makes such a big difference. And I really felt like I got to enjoy the highway drive much better. I got to actually feel much more stress relief than I would have otherwise with those other systems that required you to keep touching the steering wheel. So good to them on that. You'll notice that the steering wheel stock is a little different. It reminds me of my dad's old Chevy Impala, right? I think it's fine. I had to get used to it, but I think it's perfectly fine. Little cubby here, not that much space in the middle. I think some people might be surprised about that. I do like this. 51% of people have an iPhone. It's got this camera bump. Most of these wireless chargers don't account for that. It doesn't properly charge my Lexus NX, but they were smart enough at Kia to put a little bump here in the center so that you can put it on here. It's gonna charge regardless of what kind of hump you have. These seats, again, I really love. You can actually adjust these seats on the side here. So that helps, again, if you're in the middle row, you wanna adjust this, get a little bit more space, you can do that. In the center console, I'll show you in the back here, there's 2 other cup holders. You have that. Glove compartment here as well. The passenger does not have massaging seats. I'm so sorry. So only the driver gets it, but still heated and cooled. You have all that here. Obviously, sunroof, you can see. It's not a full pane glass sunroof. That's okay. 2 sunroofs, I'm fine with that. Digital rear view mirror, you have that expected. And then a Meridian sound system. It sounds really great. Great highs, great lows. A little light on the bass. I don't really mind that much, but really great and differentiated highs mediums, and lows. I think they really did a great job here for the price, and I think this is a really good time to spend going on any road trip, going A to B, whatever it is that you're doing, you're gonna be comfortable and you're gonna enjoy driving it. Honestly, the power is incredible. But let's go ahead into the middle row to go ahead and see what that experience is like for all of your kids, your friends, whatever it is. So we're in the middle row of the Kia EV9, and it's a really nice place to actually be in here. I have the captain's chairs in this equipped model. You have the armrest, which is nice. Fully adjustable again, so you can go ahead, fully adjustable, heated and cooled again with the little leg risers, those calf risers, a little bit of extra luxury. Now, you'll notice that it's not so great because if you're a little taller, your legs kind of get chopped off there, but if you're smaller, that's fine. But again, it's fully all automated here. And again, look at that amount of space. Look at the headroom. Here, full sunroof, little light handle, HVAC controls. So full HVAC controls are here. So you can set the mode, temperature, all that jazz is there. You also have a sunshade. If you have babies, whatever, you want to put the sunshade up, you can. If you don't, just put it down, that's fine. Meridian sound system throughout, as I mentioned, good amount of space here. You also have this little middle storage compartment that to me almost looks like something from an airplane. I don't know, you guys tell me. For some reason, it reminds me of a stewardess on an airplane pulling out the Cheetos or whatever else it is, and you have that kind of in the middle. It acts as like a little table, has some storage, it's got some nice lighting. That's pretty cool, I do like that. Another cool thing, USB-C on these front seats. So if you need USB-C, you have 2 ports here as well. A little bit of extra storage here. You want that, that's there. It's honestly a really nice place back here. These seats are, again, very comfortable, and the fact that you have climate in here, heated, cooled seats, it's really impressive. So let's go into the back where you're gonna stick those kids or people that you really don't like. You can see I do have some legroom here, 2 seats in the back, and I do like this actually because you also have the ability to go ahead and recline these seats as well. So you can see that reclines quite a bit. Honestly, that's really nice. HVAC or lighting controls here. You do have the vents in here as well. So the HVAC is 2 row. You get whatever is the middle row as well, but you do have the vents right over here. I like that. USB-C, 2 cup holders as well, a little bit of storage, but it's not the end of the world back here actually. It's not so bad. I think the worst part of this 3rd row is the legroom. You don't have so much legroom, but if you are tall, look at all this headroom that I have. So that's the big thing that this vehicle has, and it does make it feel really airy and big because of all the headroom. Now, in addition to that, this is all automatically folding. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like in the trunk, all the space that you got, but I really like that touch. It all automatically folds for you. It makes it super simple and easy. Let's go ahead and look at the back. I'm gonna open it up. Opens kind of quickly, I like that. So this is a pretty decent amount of room for all 3 rows to be fully up. So this is fully electronic. So if I wanna go ahead, put these back, I just press the buttons, they're gonna come back. Now for the 2nd row, I can do the same thing, but you're gonna notice it'll actually come back and set up to make sure that it can fold properly. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that in any other vehicle. Maybe that's just me. If your vehicle has it, leave a comment down below. So this is a lot of space. And what I like about this is that it's a huge opening here. This is adjustable as well. There's a button here to adjust this if you want it to be a little bit bigger. They also have a 12 volt, of course. A regular wall outlet as well is in here. So it's quite a bit of storage. You have some little bit of space here, not too much. And then obviously your charger unit here. So let's talk about charging. This is on the eGMP platform, 800 volt charging architecture. It can get up to 80%, they quote, in 24 minutes. That's if you can find a 350 kilowatt hour charger. Now you guys know, the architecture, the public infrastructure here in Canada is just terrible. If this was a Tesla, I wouldn't say that. So finding those chargers is very difficult. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they work, great. If they do work, you probably will only get half that speed. So you're still spending quite a considerable amount of time charging this vehicle. But it is still one of the best in class in terms of its charging capabilities and its range. Again, 489 kilometers of range, that's really good, that's really strong, but that's the rear. I think it's got a lot of space. It should handle all of the kids, all of the people, all of the things that you need to put in here in a fully electric 3-row SUV. So that's it. That's the 2024 Kia EV9. Let me know your comments down below. I'm liking it. I'm gonna be doing a first drive and review of this vehicle, so I have it for about a week. So if you wanna go ahead, see what I really think about this on the road, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow me on YouTube. Also TikTok, Instagram for behind the scenes of this vehicle, but I really like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.